Hello everyone, and welcome back to Avalon. So yeah, it's been a while. I've been gone for a good while, dealing with making Iron Farm, and, well, you know what? We're gonna be hopping over to a time-lapse soon, because I want to talk to you about how long it's been. So why don't we just get right into it? I'll see you in probably 3 minutes. Just see you after that. So yeah, it's been a while. I mean, there was that vacation I mentioned beforehand, and then also life in general being a bit of a problem. It's been busy. I've spent a lot of time on the server, and very recently I decided to keep working on the base. I built a whole underground mock-up thing, but then I accidentally deleted it. The only thing I have left is the iron farm, but that honestly is kind of the core of my whole base, because iron is the most important thing in it. It required a lot of redstone, a lot of hoppers, and so the iron is what I need. Thankfully, I was able to save that single schematic of the iron farm thanks to a mod called Lightmatica, which thankfully allowed me to be able to dig out this whole spherical, or almost hemispherical cavern. And it honestly looks really good. I like how it came together. Definitely, I had to deal with a lot of zombies, and I wasn't really using any enchanted tools because I was going to use villager trading to get all my enchantments, including diamond armor. So I have some diamond armor in my chests. But I was going to save that for a later time, and when I was ready for it. As in, I had all the enchanted books that I needed in order to make all the gear I needed. Now, there's some caves, so I had to deal with a whole lot of mobs, and it's a very good spawning area. And definitely took a while. I mean, I had to grind for a lot of resources. Thankfully, I could just craft axes as I went, which included getting things like wood from upstairs, as well as just getting stone and iron from in here. We're gonna hit a very stopping point because they updated the server right into 1.17 shortly at the end of this time-lapse section. So I ran out of footage, so there's going to be a bit of a time skip coming up as soon as this is over. But honestly, I really enjoyed building this thing in creative mode, because it was the first time I really built something that looked good in creative mode. I'm terrible with creative mode on most occasions, but this time it just hit there just right. I just had to make sure. It even helped with me setting up stuff that made sure that it was spawn proof, including a spawning platform and a whole cool circular spruce platform around the outside. But those happen outside of the time lapse, unfortunately. So, yeah, they were going to be returning back. You see the circular platform, these sort of supports, and those scaffolding. I dug out a good portion of this off camera because using a whole lot of moss, as you can tell. Somebody really nicely lent me some moss, so I could just bone meal it and convert the whole floor into moss. And once you kind of carve out that initial circular area, you could just take care of all of it. I just needed to get some lava in there and then set all the water buckets up. Unfortunately, I did have some scaffolding script the whole thing, as well as a composting setup for all that moss. But that, honestly, was taken care of pretty quickly, thanks to just a bit of well-placed cobblestone. The only other situation that I needed to do to take care of this farm was cleaning up all these cobblestone that I put down, as well as taking care of some of that scaffolding and making sure the chests were working. The original plan was going to have like 9 hoppers on the bottom, but that'd be a future upgrade. And this is what the Lightmatica mod looks like when you have the stuff showing. It's really cool because it illuminates what is error and what is not. I was trying to work on getting a bit of zombies, but I had some difficulties. It was fairly difficult. Yeah, I died trying to catch that one. So I built a ramp to try to the zombies up to the villager spawning or villager capture platform in order to hold it in that cauldron at the base there. And I decided to build a wall for a bit of an AI detection so that the villagers don't spawn a golem and it just kills it. I also put down some string to prevent the spawning, and then set down some random oak fences that I had. And I went back outside looking for another zombie. Unfortunately, there were a lot of people online, so the mob cap was kind of capped off. And I looked everywhere and I couldn't find any zombies in the woods. I found one, but it burned up in the daylight. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording for that instance, so you're not able to see it. It is just, wow. I mean, I've got a lot of land here. It's really nice. It's got the snow and mountains. I've been planting some trees for both wood and just general farming. But no mobs. Funny enough, usually I have a hard time with the mobs, so I decided to go back down in the caves. Looked in all the dark areas, not lit up at all. Looked at the mob cap again, or how many players were online. I found this one. It was a dead end, but hey, I got a cool grass block out of it. I went back outside, and I noticed somebody's place had been going through an update. It's really neat how far they've gone since I've been on the server. Just Warrior Woods, neighbor, Siberia. She's really nice. I haven't really talked to her, but she's siblings with somebody that I am friends with. I saw these names. I thought they were player names, but they were just enchanted iron armor stands. And I tried going farther, but the perms couldn't permit me. So I just went and collected some cocoa beans that I had in storage and just replanted them to try to get more for the sheep. I needed a lot of wool, specifically brown wool. I had a lot of white wool, but not a lot of brown wool because I didn't dye the sheep before I put them in the shearing machine. So I decided to move that setup and then started replacing more stone with glowstone for those lights, and smelted up some extra iron. Had to defend myself from some creepers because goodness gracious, thank goodness I turned off explosions because that would have not ended well. So I capped off the lighting over here and tried to get more zombies to spawn down at the bottom, and then just kept going, putting some more moss around the outside that might lower the spawning area, and then went outside to look for more zombies. None in sight at all. But it really, yeah, just some random sheep escaped again. And yeah, it's just mountains and snow. Nothing else. It's mountains, snow, and podzol. And trees. Lots of trees. And not a lot of people are online at this point, so I thought that the mob cap would have been fine, but no. Somebody else was using mob cap. Well, I think I did see, yeah, the farm was working, and I did find a zombie, but it was not pathfinding to that azalea bush at all. I tried to pick up something. Oh, my voice slipped there. And, ran up the thing, tried to lure them over, dropped an item pickup, and I found the hard way, you need a cover for the zombie catcher, because I died immediately. That did not work, and it despawned. I dealt with creepers, the same thing happened again, but at least I didn't die. So I decided to work on my farm. I tried to dye a sheep brown so I could get plenty of brown wool, rather than just dyeing. And then I found out, like some muffin head, that I needed to make those cocoa beans brown dye, and now it worked. So I went about and dyed even more of the sheep that I had, and then started putting dispensers in them. I only put dispensers in the brown and white ones because that's what I needed most wool for. And yeah, a zombie came in and zombified all my villagers. So I had to get rid of that one zombie that got in there, and then stick all my villagers. I had to go scramble and get some gold and apples. So then I had to get a boat, thanks to somebody's recommendation, and that hurt. So I just went and got brewing stands, worked on trying to get some potions. I had blaze powder, just enough, and then a friend came over and helped me out with catching it, so we caught a zombie. So then I went and screwed up the potions, except I got awkward potions and had to chug all those awkward things down. Oh well. Time to get some more water for that, and then I got a successful potion of weakness. After that, then I just converted over to splash potions, and man, it takes forever. But then I cured up all my zombies. Thank goodness that they were taken care of, thanks to the help of a friend that was online. Then I got all the villagers in the bed. Thank goodness they didn't fall, because that would have been painful. And I cleaned up all that scaffolding. The farm was working perfectly, and it was all coming together. And the zombie even got a hold of the stuff. So in joy, I jumped into lava and died. So I collected all the random junk from the chest and then put everything where it should have been, and it was working fine. The only problem though was the spawning platform. A little too close, so that's why I need carpet to make sure that the iron golems do not do that. Okay, see ya. Just hope you have a good day, everyone. That was just a big time lapse with nothing going on. Or, yeah, I'll just catch up. Hopefully I'll be having an official episode after this. So have a good day, everyone. And see you later.